Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jessica and I love to make a lot of Dollar Tree oriented makeup videos, beauty videos. I also love to do Dollar Tree hauls, Dollar Tree walkthroughs, and just do lots of get ready with me's and makeup looks using Dollar Tree makeup. So if that sounds like your thing, you are definitely in the right place. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, that way you don't miss a future upload. Become what I like to call one of my Dollar Divas. And of course, if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. And this is probably more important to my current subscribers, people that have been with me for a long time. I am getting ready to change my channel name. It has been Behind the Vanity for almost 3 years since I started my channel, but I'm gonna be renaming this channel Jessica the Dollar Diva here in the next couple of days if you're not already hitting on this video and it's changed already. So I thought you guys should know, I just wanted to give you a heads up. And so just lots of exciting things for my channel. Of course, as now I've surpassed 1,700 Dollar Divas and it's super exciting and I could not have done it without each and every single one of you. So as always, I'm just trying to pour myself and do more with this channel and give more to you guys and make the best decisions I think I can make. And having the gift of this channel and all of you on the journey with me. So today I'm gonna be just kind of playing with some makeup. I don't really have any brand new products. I was gonna use some new Dollar Tree eyeshadow. I just ended up going with stuff that you can find all the time that is not new. It's been in my collection, things you can find all the time to get this look. I have not had the easiest time getting this look, but it happened. I did have a suggestion from a Dollar Diva to do like a date night makeup look, just something soft, kind of sexy, something that makes you look like the best version of you. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this makeup look using Dollar Tree makeup, definitely keep on watching. So I'm going to dive in and do my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the Ioni Perfect Brow Kit. And I'm just going to use a little Wet n Wild liner brush. I really like this for my eyebrows, and I'm going to go into that lightest shade. So I've recently surpassed 1,700 subscribers, and that is just crazy to me. So I did just kind of want to chat throughout this and kind of catch up a little bit. It had been a minute since we've really talked, and I do go back to work tomorrow. And now that's relative. I'm really only going to be going back for like weekends for a little while to one of the shows that I do, the magic show. And because I'm not a machine, I have had to make, kind of a, sometimes decisions are made for you, and then sometimes you kind of have to make a decision. And just because you love something doesn't mean you need to do it, doesn't mean it's the best for you at a particular time. So that's been a little hard, but at the same time, it's always nice to have options. I haven't always been in a position where, you always have options, but I haven't always felt like I've been in a place where I have options. So it's, it's a blessing and kind of a curse. But I do start back tomorrow. We were supposed to start today, but it was changed to tomorrow. I feel like my eyebrows are kind of a mess. That's the lighter shade in the kit, but I feel like it just looks so dark. It's probably just a little warm. That's okay, we always make it work. So I'm gonna clean up my brows with this Wet n Wild Coverall concealer. This was in a recent video. It was in a Get Ready With Me featuring my either least favorite or least reached for Dollar Tree products. This was in there and I decided to try to reach for it a little bit more. So I'm gonna use this to clean my brows, and I think I'm gonna use a different concealer for actually concealing. This worked really good to clean up under my brows. So yeah, I'm getting ready. I just surpassed 1,700 subscribers or Dollar Divas, and that has been really, really exciting. And of course, I could not do this without all of y'all. That's everything, and so it's super exciting. I appreciate you all so much, and I really do love doing this. And I appreciate everybody always commenting and liking and watching. It always helps me out if you share my videos, either on your social media or with your friends, and help get the word out there, because that YouTube algorithm has a mind of its own. Everything y'all can do to help me and get my channel out there, and it definitely helps a lot. And y'all have been just wonderful. Like I said, this channel would not be here without you. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids too. This is an LA Colors eye primer. This is the matte formula. They have a shimmer as well, but I don't know if there's a huge difference, honestly. I've never used that one. I just purchased this one when I did, but recently did a video, if you are new to my channel or you've missed it, where I feature several products from the Dollar Tree that are like or better than high end. And this was in that video because I honestly do not notice a difference between this and the Urban Decay Primer Potion. In fact, I like this because it's got a little bit of yellow to it. So I really feel like it actually gives a better clean slate to my eyelids, So I had really good luck last time I used one of my LA Colors 12 pan palettes. So I'm gonna dig out a couple of these today. This is traditional and this is trendy. And so I think I'm gonna use those and probably this right here, this loose shimmer, because these generally, I feel like you find all of these in the Dollar Tree pretty often. So I want this to be accessible. If this is gonna be a date night look, I want this to be accessible. I want everybody to be able to do this. So I think these would be really pretty. This is the traditional color story. I'm gonna go in with this shade here, kind of all over my lid. I did do my nails yesterday. It's about time. I've been wanting to do them for the last several weeks and just hadn't been able to quite get around to it. And I do my own gel nails. I have a video I did last year where I share the best money I've ever spent on Amazon, and my LED nail light is some of the best money I've ever spent. It's already paid for itself because you get your gel nail polish, and it's it's at least 20 bucks plus tip, and that's how much the machine cost. And I've done my nails probably 8 or 9 times over the last year, and even though I'm not typically like a nail person, but then I bought this stuff, you can use the gel polish, the one that needs to be cured, not just like the one that you can put on your nails and it dries. You can buy that and use it with that, or I bought this product off of Amazon as well that you can turn your regular nail polish into gel polish. I do own one gel polish that can be used with the light, and the rest of it I use this additive, and because I've got so much nail polish that I don't use. That's not extremely pigmented, but I didn't really need it to be. I'm gonna take that same brush, but I think what happened, why I had such good luck, and I need to just remember this, is my brush was a little damp. So I'm gonna kind of dampen this brush, and it really makes all the difference in the world. Like, watch. I'm gonna go back into that palette and go into the shade that's underneath and just kind of smoke it out a little bit. And you'll see my brush is a little bit damp now, and it's gonna make all the difference in the world. The shade is a little bit darker, but not in the pan, it's not a whole lot, but see, that makes a world of difference. I'm also needing to do my roots really, really bad. I have legitimately, in my last 3 videos, had my hair sprayed with this right here. It's designed for dark roots. So I've got dark and gray, but that does the job. It just kind of covers up, and I forgot to put it in my hair today. But it works really, really, really well. I don't know if you've seen that on my channel before. I have several bottles of it, and it's just kind of a lifesaver in a pinch. And really, I need to get my hair, I want to get my hair trimmed before I do it. And that's not normally what I always do, but my hair really needs trimmed. And I don't know, it's just gotten my hair's just gotten a little out of hand. I almost can't face it. But yeah, I forgot to add that to my hair today. I'm gonna switch brushes and spray it too. I'm going to that same color and just gonna pack it on just a little bit more. I'm gonna go into this pigment here. And what I learned is, even though I don't use the brush, I keep the brush because it kind of keeps the product contained. I learned that the hard way. So I usually just tap a little bit out onto my table, and I'm gonna use my little flat brush, and I'm gonna wet it and go into this. And I haven't used these in a while. It's not as shimmery as I thought it would be. Okay, another one that is readily available is this shade here, Honeysuckle. And I want to kind of lighten it up just a bit. So I'm going to go into this too. Again, very readily available. I'm going to put that in the middle of my lid. Maybe we're getting somewhere now. I want to go back and deepen up out here a bit. Just went back into that dark shade right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of deepen up the outside of my eye again. I kind of think of date night makeup as being kind of natural, but kind of sexy, but also not too much. You want to kind of look pretty and soft. Okay, so we're gonna move on as we always do and come back to the eyes and add, I'm gonna want to add a little bit of something more. I don't know, we'll just see what happens when we get there. So I added mascara. I just used the Ioni mascara. So I'm gonna use my trusted LA Colors eye marker and kind of do a little bit of a wing. I'm not wanting to do anything too crazy, and yeah, I always say that, and I feel like I don't ever follow through with it not being a little bit much, but. So this is why we make videos like this. You know that video I was telling you about where I use my least favorite, least reach for Dollar Tree makeup, kind of forced myself to do a full face. If you missed that video, I will have it linked down below, but I had this little LA Colors lash adhesive. It's in black, and that was in that video, and I pretty much have used it ever since. I guess I'm a little bit more practiced with it now, and so yeah, I think it's just great to do videos like that. Sometimes you just have to kind of get out of your habits and, you know, give things a chance or remember to use things that you don't normally use or that you don't think you like. Sometimes it just takes a few uses for something to grow on you, you know, or to learn how to use it correctly. Sometimes that's my problem. It's just I have a learning curve, you know. So I've got some Ioni lashes, and I don't know the style because I accidentally threw away the top of the box. I think they might be the spiky, not 100% sure, but they're Ioni lashes. So I'm gonna do my lashes off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so my lashes are on. You also might, if you're going out like on a date night, you might not want to use these particular lashes. They might be a little bit much, so feel free to use a smaller set of lashes or a really good mascara. Wouldn't necessarily recommend anything from the Dollar Tree, but if you do and you have the Ioni, that seems to work really good. I like Essence. It's cheap and it does work really well. So I'm gonna use this foundation. I think I've only used this once. It is from the Dollar Tree. It's the Flower Beauty EE Erase Everything Ultimate Foundation. I have the shade Porcelain Tint. Again, probably a little light for my skin, but I think it was the only shade that I found that day. It kind of has this brush, so I just kind of take it and apply it. I think I've lost most of my tan from my vacation. I remember liking this when I used it last time. And in my last Get Ready With Me video, I used the Ioni makeup sponge. This is the one with the slanted tip. It's already wet. And I used it with a tinted moisturizer, and I was wanting to try it with some other foundations. Oh yeah, this is light. I know I've used this in a video before, I just can't remember exactly which one. I may have been a little bit more pale than I am now, honestly, at that time. You know, I don't think I'm as big on the Flower Beauty face products as I am the Believe Beauty. You know, I love Believe Beauty's foundation. I love their tinted moisturizer that I found at the Dollar Tree. But the tinted moisturizer from Flower Beauty and this foundation, I just don't think I like their face products as much. You know, because things are just different for people's skin. And I just don't know that this works for me as much. Or even like the Sassy Chic. Like Sassy Chic works great for me. But color's a little odd, but we will fix it. And I'm gonna go in with my trusted e.l.f. Cover Everything Concealer. This is in light, and I feel like it's gonna maybe really help. So I have a bronzer, and you guys are probably gonna think I'm crazy if you've been on my channel and have seen that video I've mentioned a million times already, where I use my least favorite makeup. I purchased something the other day that I probably shouldn't have, but I'm really curious. I don't advise experimenting like this if you're going out on a date. So here's the product. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but you need to hear me out. So in that video, I used this LA Colors bronzer. This is in Sun Goddess, and it is horrific on my skin. It's like all shimmer. It literally has no color payoff on my skin. Too dark to be a highlighter. It's just, I'm literally gonna probably just throw it away at this point. But they had another shade, and I wanted to try it because it looks a little darker and a little warmer. I know it's gonna be really shimmery, but it's the shade here, Bronzed Beauty. And I really just wanted to give it a try. Because that, you know, that's part of what I do is I try things so that perhaps you don't have to. So look at the difference in the shades. I think this may show up a lot better on my skin. Here's a quick swatch of them. We will see. I'm not sold that this is gonna work. We'll just see. Like I said, I really, really, really wanna know. I'm gonna start down here. Okay, so far there's a little bit of seems to be a little bit more of a color payoff so far. Okay. Still gonna go a little bit light-handed because it is shimmery. If there's color payoff, I really, as you know, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, if there's any kind of a color payoff, I really been taking to liking a shimmery blush and bronzer. There just has to be a color payoff. Now, I don't know, here's the thing though, I don't know that I would wear this like, oh gosh, I have gone, there's almost too much color. Just taking a clean brush, I'm just gonna well, it definitely helped darken up the foundation. Before I move on to blush and highlighter, I'm gonna go in with some powder real quick. You saw this in my last testing new makeup video. This is the Be Pure green tea infused finishing powder, or pressed face powder, they're calling it. And I'm just gonna go in with this. This is really, really nice. It's a little powdery, but really not bad. Definitely not a nice find for $1. I don't know if that's helped on camera at all, but it's definitely helped like in person. Again, I still don't know if I would go out into the sunlight at all. Then I have a blush. I think I have all the shades of these now. I think this is the last one that I need to try, but it's just these LA Colors powder blushes. This is in Peach Rose. I don't know if you can see the glitter on there. It's kind of, it really reminds me a little bit of like the NARS Super Orgasm. Remember that blush from years ago? I don't think they make Super Orgasm anymore. But it's really not, it's got a little bit of glitter on the skin, but really nothing terrible. That's a really pretty shade. I'm gonna use a big brush. I actually cleaned all my brushes the other day, like thoroughly. And so I got clean brushes. So I have 3 of these, and I think this is the only shade I have not yet used. It's the e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter, and this is in Dew. And these are really, really, really nice. I like them a lot. And I guess I bought all 3 shades that I could find just because, I don't know, I guess they had them, so I bought them. But I really don't need all 3 of these, but I have them. Then I like to use like a stippling brush for this type of a product. Probably went a little too heavy-handed. See, they're really, really, really pretty. And a little bit of this goes a long way. And it's not as jelly, it's kind of liquidy in my containers. I don't know if it's just because they're a little older or what the deal is, but they still go on really nice. I want to get as far away from the face as much as possible now. I want to go back to the eyes. These are not some of my best moments. And I've kind of, I guess, have just used the traditional palette for the most part. I think I might just go ahead and keep it that way. So I'm going to line underneath with that same shade there that we've been using. Just kind of smoke it underneath a bit. So I used this the other day to like brighten underneath my eyebrows, and I'm gonna use it for that as well, but I think I'm also gonna use it in my waterline. It doesn't say it on it, but it's the Be Pure. It's like a eyebrow highlighting pencil, but I'm gonna use it in my waterline as well. I'm gonna see how it does anyway. It might not work very well. Definitely not the most like pigmented in the waterline, but I think I'm just gonna go with it. And then I'm gonna use it under my eyebrows. And I really meant to do this first before I put on any other eyeshadow. Last time I did it, I was like, I probably should have done this first before I had all my shadow on. Didn't really think of it because I'm just so used to doing things a certain way. It's hard to break my habits. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of this under the arch and brighten it up. It really does have a very pretty effect. And then I'll take it and I'll smudge it a little bit. So I'm gonna put some more of this shimmering loose eyeshadow on the inner corner of my eye. I'm actually gonna dampen it a little bit before and then a little bit after I apply. And I put like way too much out on my counter, just so you know. I feel like that's doing a whole lot, honestly. I think I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of the white shade in this palette. I want it to be just a tad brighter. And so I'm just gonna go with a little bit of that and just try to brighten it up just a tad. I feel like that's a little bit better. I feel like that kind of creates a little bit more of like wide eye effect, you know? Then again, I wanted to keep this look very attainable. Things that you can find kind of readily available for the most part, for the color stuff, you know what I'm saying? So just you can use any lip liner. I did find this one at the Dollar Tree, but you might not be able to find it right now, but it's the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner. This is in Gone Burgundy, but you know, any lip liner around this color will work. I haven't really lined my lips in a while. I just kind of want like a pouty lip, you know, just something that's kind of natural, but like not natural at the same time. Then usually you can find these all of the time. This is the LA Colors Moisturizing Lip Gloss. This is in Just Kissed, and I have not used this in a while. It's just kind of like a peachy, sparkly type of a color. So I hope you enjoyed watching me kind of fumble through this video a bit, but I hope it just further proves a point that you can have an imperfect time putting your makeup on, have imperfect products, and still create a look that is suitable for a date night. And again, like I said, I tried to keep it with a couple key readily available products at the Dollar Tree. So I do hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, show me you did by hitting that like button. Also, for more videos like this, make sure you check out this playlist right here. It is my Dollar Tree Get Ready With Me playlists where I test out new Dollar Tree makeup, do different types of Dollar Tree makeup looks, all that kind of thing. So definitely check that out. Definitely subscribe, like, share this video with anybody you think may enjoy it, all that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.